You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain... You doing good back there? Don't say that right now.
Turns off body cam. Why would he do that? Hey, what's up? Today we're going to be doing another You're Stupid video where we look at the people who are using their brains and they're, well, not using their brains. They're not doing that. That's the thing they need to start using is this whole thing up here. It's like your mainframe of your computer, and this is where you do all your thinking. Okay? You gotta use it or you'll lose it. All right, let's get into it. What do we got? First, we got a few pictures, and then we'll get into the videos. Here's one I found. In 1986, a man named Christopher Thomas Knight ran out of gas in rural Maine, retreated into the woods, and lived there for 27 years without any human contact. But he did marry a Bigfoot. Hey, maybe this is what all the Bigfoot sightings are. How tall is that guy? Like 8 feet tall? I don't think so. His arms don't look like Bigfoot arms. I mean, what was he running from? And why is he being arrested now? I feel like there's a little bit to this story we're not hearing. Like he was running away from the police and then he ran out of gas and went into the woods. I don't know. You know, let me look it up real quick. Ah, he was a convicted burglar. You see? So he went into the woods and he built himself a cabin. All right, now let's look at a woman who is improperly storing gasoline she's trying to take from the gas station. These totes are not made to hold gasoline, okay? No, gasolina. No, not the gasolina. Don't hold the gasolina. Is that how it goes? Is that the song? No, gasolina. You don't hold your gasolina. You don't put it in the tote. So a giant tote for your gasoline. What are you gonna do to get it out of there? You gonna siphon it? It's a bad idea. You know, that's just going to be shaken back and forth in there. You know what's going to happen? By the time you get home, gasoline is going to be everywhere in your car. I'm telling you. Maybe it's not gasoline. Maybe it's a big tub of pee. Maybe that's like some sort of weird Craigslist buy. Oh, it's going to shake around. Like if you were going to fill totes, you should have half filled them because these are going to shake around. They're not going to be like airtight. It's going to splash out. You know, when you go to the gas station, there's like the signs that say these are the proper storage containers you can use. This isn't listed. No, bad. There's a bad lady. Don't do it. You're not using your brain like I said you should at the beginning of the video. Kim Kardashian has opened up calling Kanye West the craziest person she has ever known, and the stories are wild. She revealed that Kanye would wake up one random morning and give away every single car in the compound to friends. And we're not talking Corolla 000. Is that what that is? Lamborghinis. Oh, he'd give away Lamborghinis. Kim said she'd come home asking, where are all our cars, even my new one? And Kanye would casually reply, oh, I gave them away. And this isn't new behavior. Kanye reportedly gifted the game 2 2025 silver Mercedes Maybach S680s custom wrapped in chrome, each worth millions. They even say that if you meet Kanye on the road and he notices you don't have shoes, he might just remove his own and give them to you. Okay, it does sound crazy, but this is actually some of the most positive stuff I've ever heard about him. As far as the crazy stuff he said and done, this is pretty tame, and in fact, this just makes me feel like he's actually a really good friend. Kanye West seems like the type of person you don't want to work with, but if he's your friend, I guess he's a great friend. I want to test this. If I ever see Kanye West in the distance, I'm going to take my shoes off and just walk past him randomly barefoot and see if I get a new pair of shoes. Maybe I'll get a car. I don't know. You know she's got crazier stories, okay? You're keeping the real tea. Come on, Kardashian Kim. We need the tea. What are you keeping from us? Now let's get into some of these videos here. First, we got this one here. This is a woman who is confronting her neighbors because they're playing really loud music all day long and it's keeping her and her family up. It's a pretty reasonable thing to complain to your neighbors about, okay? Loud music, but check this out.
That's the problem because like I'm just trying to put my laundry away and I can hear it pounding in my head. It's starting to give me a bit of headache. And it's like I said, our house is shaking. Like I can hear the glasses shaking in the cabinets. So like, you know, I'm not trying to be a stick in the mud or anything, but yeah, the bass, if you could just tamp it down a little bit, I would certainly appreciate it. Because I know we're kind of like in a sound tunnel. Your bass goes straight into the back wall of our house.
Yeah, I just think it bothers you quite a bit. And
it does.
everybody else. So
yeah, and again, because of that sound tunnel thing that I just mentioned, your bass goes right, like you can see the back wall of our house right there. So we are the one that gets impacted the most, unfortunately. And I just wanted to come ask and be neighborly.
And you can tell her anxiety's going, her voice is shaking. She doesn't want to confront these people, but what do? And to be honest, his attitude is basically like, yeah, I know it annoys everyone, and I'm going to continue to do it. That's the answer I'm getting from this. And I'm sorry, but if this was me and my 3 daughters across the street, not only I'd be getting police involved, but if nothing changed, I'd be going over there with scissors and cutting the cords. I'm sorry, but you're not going to listen to me. You're not going to be a decent human being. Then I'm not going to be one either. You're going to have to keep replacing the cords for your amps. I don't like to be that person, but this would ignite a fire under my ass because my wife suffers from severe migraines, and this would be constantly stressing the house out. That would probably be the peak of my anger in my life if this happened to me. But luckily, I have great neighbors, and I don't have to deal with this BS. Oh, here's someone shopping at Home Depot for countertops, and she discovered a real problem that we all face when we're searching for bathroom counters.
Depot, and I'm looking at the sinks, and I like these, but I don't like the tilted countertops and sinks because I like to set stuff on top of the sinks, or not on the sinks, but on the countertops, and you can't on these. It would just roll right off. And that's how most of them are.
Oh
I much prefer these because you could set stuff on them and it wouldn't just roll right off.
Who's gonna tell her, man, that is an embarrassing conversation you're gonna have with the store clerk. I just can't believe she filmed this and posted it. Like, someone please help me. Why are these counters all tilted? It's just so that you can see them because they're way up here. If they put them flat, no one would be able to see the display in case no one else got that. They are all going to be flat counters. Don't you worry about it. Nobody wants a slanted kitchen counter so everything can roll off onto their lap. That's what I love. I love a space where I can't put my toothbrush down. I like placing my razor down and then having it slowly slide into my crotch. Here's a guy who told his son to go out and shovel the driveway. Kids in 2026.
Hey, look, I told my son to come outside and shovel the snow.
Shoveled the lawn.
What about the sidewalk?
I like seeing this lighthearted moment between a son and a father, because it's just one of those like things where the kid is just, he's learning, right? Like, he doesn't know. And first of all, I'm looking at this like, you don't even need to shovel, okay? If you saw how my driveway gets, damn, I wouldn't even go out to shovel that. I'm sorry. I'd be like, nah, that's fine. Maybe you're just trying to put some like work ethic into your son. Just like, yeah, go shovel it, even though it doesn't really need to be done, you know? I could see that. At least he went out to do it and didn't complain. Here's a water slide. Oh my God, come on. What? How do you think this is going to go, sir? You're going to fold up like a folding chair and get stuck. Oh my God, grab his legs, child. Grab his legs, pull him out. My soul would have left my body. Why would you be so scared, though? Like, you're not going anywhere. They'll get you out, don't worry. It's more embarrassing than anything, right? Here's an Uber Eats delivery. Oh, shit. Okay, well, enjoy your food. Goodbye. I'll see you later. You didn't give me a tip, actually. Is that gonna be a problem now? Is it gonna be a problem for me to get a tip? That really sucks, but, you know, it looks like it soaked the bag. You gotta be careful with those paper bags. Always grab them from the back, from the bottom.
One time I was moving and I asked my best friend to help me, and we had these like 2 birds, and by we I mean like me and my family, like me and my like 4 kids at this point. And she was helping me, and we were like, I don't want these birds anymore. She's like, these birds are gross and this cage is nasty. And I was like,
clean the cage.
and she was like, and we let them loose. Just like let them go in the neighborhood. And then we told my kids that we dropped the bird cage and they flew away. And so now anytime we see a bird in the wild, some of my little ones are like, oh, that could have been Martin. And I'm like, could have been.
This reminds me of those people who tell you like shocking stories and act like they're cool. So this is a good example of those kind of people. I've never seen someone so proud of themselves for just harming an innocent creature. You think that bird flew away and it was okay? No, that was a domesticated bird. That bird either became something's meal or shortly later couldn't fend for itself. Why would you even tell people this? Like, why are you excited about that? Oh, yeah, let these birds go. I'm a horrible pet owner. And, the cage was disgusting because that's the bird's fault. Because, why don't the birds get a mop and change their papers in there? Why don't those birds poo in the toilet like a human? Next video. All right, and now let's end with this police officer who got... Oh, this idiot of a police officer. Watch this one. This is a good one to end on.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you do, say, can, and will be used in court against you. Are you doing good back there? Don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now.
Turns off body cam. Why would he do that? 1 hour later, colleague frees him from locked car. Hey, what were you doing back there? Hey! So this guy got seduced and he locked himself in the back of his own cruiser. You weren't even thinking. You know what you were thinking with? You don't think with that one, okay? You think with the brain. I told you the brain lives up here, not down there. Bad police officer. And how could you were just so obvious being like, don't say that right now. Let me turn my body cam off first. You're like excited. It was like his first time someone he arrested hit on him. He's like, this has been my dream. And here he is trying to explain himself the next day. He's trying to explain how he got trapped back there because it obviously wasn't anything that he shouldn't have been doing.
I can't get out of here.
Okay.
And then that's when she was able to sit up here. And then I told her, you stay there, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my side.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all you did all night. You just hunkered down there. I'm sure nothing bad happened back there. Oh, shit, man. You had so much time to think of that story. And that's what you came up with? That's just funny. They probably believed his story because it's just easier than doing the paperwork. Like, yeah, that sounds right. That's probably what happened. You said your body cam malfunctioned right after she hit on you? Oh, that's really weird. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. So, go check out all the links in the description. I got my TikTok going. I got my Twitch going. I got the Twitter or X or whatever it's called. And let's continue these videos. Let's keep it going. Doing what I can out here. I'll see you again soon. Oh, come up to your screen real quick. Come here. Boop. Bye.